trzy. Raz, dwa, dwa, trzy, trzy. Raz, dwa, trzy.
Samuel from the company Fohn, and today here on the ISE I'm going to show you our new phone simulation acoustic software Arisono. Arisono is a completely web-based software. That means you can enter the website with your personal login and then do a project planning, a complete planning for mobile use or for the installation of the speakers in the real environment. So you create a model and then import the model into our software and you can get a precise result of what you can expect and also prepare already your work for the actual production. How does it work? Here I can show you a simple result, for example, using our latest beam steering technology focus venue in a stadium. There is a three-dimensional room, so we can move around, and in the next step I'm gonna show you how it's working exactly. Therefore I create a new project.
It's online software.
It's a completely online software, means it's completely platform independent software. Now I've created a new project. You see there is an empty space and it's in three dimensions. I can move around, do everything. Now we are following the steps throughout the project in creating or entering a room, then add listener areas and loudspeakers, and finally simulate the result and evaluate it. The simplest version is simply to add a simple shoebox. I can click it and then you get a three-dimensional view of a simple room. Or the second import function is I import an entire room which is in advance created either in SketchUp or ISE or any other software which can provide Collada files. In this case, I import a room which is a theater. Once more, I can move around. And as I said, we're gonna add some listener areas first. Therefore, we have an offset tool. Simply clicking on it, and immediately I get the listener area on top of the given geometry. Next step is I add a loudspeaker from the phone database. So I've added now a small speaker, and as this speaker has the function of beam steering, I can electronically adapt the dispersion of the speaker. Therefore, you can see I have the parameters as we have it also in our tool for adjusting the speakers on site. You will find the same parameters. For example, the inclination of the speaker and also the opening angle of the speaker. Here you can have a side view on it. And now it's the first point to simply say start simulation, and I'll get the corresponding results. This shows in principle how I will proceed to get a proper design for production, and this works as well for all our large scale products. Meaning also we can, for example, create subarrays and adjust the beams of the subarrays also electronically as you would do it in our actual software in on-site for the production. I can also mirror the speakers, apply it to a new simulation. And I get the corresponding results shown here. I can even select a certain point to get the direct SPL listed down there. In addition, I can set the reverberation time if this is known for the room. Simulate again. And then, I can switch the evaluation between direct SPL, total STL, or even STI. The
Database of loudspeakers change if you change software, yes?
As it is an online tool, it's always up to date, so there is no need to load new updates or whatever. It's always up to date, so there is no issue. And yeah. There is also another feature, which is the report configurator, so you can either export an entire list of speakers, the entire tables, or export a project so that you can go on site and start immediately with your pre-configured project. Or you use an export configurator if you need to show or you want to show it to your client what are the results. And there we have a wizard where we can go through the different steps, the different chapters. In this case, I'll write down the speaker that I've been using, and I could modify the different chapters, insert additional views of the speakers, and then at the end I go to the generate button and click. The report is generated as PDF. And I get the first report, which can be then customized in the required way. Close this again.
Can you place, for example, front fix here?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
It would be nice to present the second beam to a balcony. This is something.
One moment, please. I go to the simulator. We go back to direct SPL. Of course. So the first
You
question.
don't need front fix.
Yeah, but still we can show it. The first point is I add a second beam. Also in the software, I simply add a second beam here. You can see it on top. Again, I press simulate.
Only from one speaker?
Only from one speaker, yes. There I have the second beam, and I'll now mirror the item again. I mirror the item. Also. Press F9, simulate. and get the corresponding results. Adding front fills, I select the speaker,
You don't need front view.
but still we can show it how it would work. So I place one speaker. As I would put it horizontally, I rotate it, put it a bit higher, mirror the items, and now I have already 2 speakers, right? But I'd like to have 4. Therefore, I select the second one and or third one, fourth one. Then I select all speakers. And I use the align tool, meaning I defined here the first speaker and here the last speaker. Auto alignment. Oh, I didn't. Sorry, one moment please. So up. I select all speakers like this, and then use the auto spacing tool. Auto spacing, and automatically they are all at the same line. Apply, and immediately I have front fill speakers.